Just quickly, this is, I shouldn't, yeah, okay, never mind. This guy here, this is an example of someone who's not been honest. And the conversation, so what he said is, Ross Greenshields, he's just not being honest. There's no two ways about it. So I'm looking at it going, what's wrong with this guy? What? So like, the Trump administration has used its diplomatic muscle to free the rapist. I'm not going to say that word in case it gets me in trouble. People trafficking, money laundering Tate brothers. You know, so my problem with that is, I don't know what the Tate brothers have done or what they're going to do, but as far as I understand, they have not been convicted of that, right? Right? So I think it's unfair to say that, so this does not mean that I'm sticking up for I am sticking up for the Tate brothers, yeah. No, I'm sticking up for justice. I'm sticking up for freedom and justice is what I'm sticking up for. I'm not sticking up for the Tate brothers. It doesn't mean that I like the Tate brothers, or I want to sleep with the Tate brothers, or I want to, I want Andrew Tate to be Prime Minister. It doesn't mean that. It just means that I think there's something wrong with you, Ross, because you've said that, right? So I said to him, so it's a BBC, so they arrive in Florida after Romanian prosecutors agreed to let them leave Romania, right? So I says, you don't know they are rapists, sorry, do you? So he says, Ross says, 4 women are suing them in the UK for rap. They are also facing charges of rap and trafficking minors for sex. I believe the women and children. Right, so this guy, he believes the women and the children. Believes what they say, right? So that says, have they been convicted of rap? Have you heard of the evidence in the case? So he comes back with this cracker. This is, you get to see the inside of his head. No, I've long held the belief that if a woman says she has been raped, the chances are she has been rapped. Please notice that I've replied to you nicely. I could have replied like Tate would have, something along the lines of, what is a woman doing telling me what to think, ? Have you seen any of social media content? He says it himself, women are inferior, to be used for sex. As a Marxist, God, he's identified as a Marxist. I find it deeply troubling when women defend him. The man thinks you are an idiot. That's me, right? It's like, wow. So what you've got to do with that is, most of that's bullshit, right? Most of that's bullshit. So the main problem automatically I've got is that he says he just believes women and children. If they say whatever they say, he believes them. Then he says chances. So he starts off by saying belief. So he's got a belief. It's a strong belief. And then it's chances. That's really dangerous. I mean, it's like, that's incredibly dangerous. This is how our freedoms are being taken away from us. People like that. Right? So, so all that is bullshit. I don't need to look at his videos. So he's a Marxist. I know he's trying to justify. So let's put it this way. Imagine this was 1,000,000 years ago and we were going to burn Andrew Tate alive on what do you call it, right? He would be justifying that action here, right now. So he's justifying all this. Have you seen his videos? Have you seen what he's done? He's a bad person, blah, blah, blah. And he identifies as a Marxist, and then so I says, the reason I'm videoing this is because I think he'll definitely go mad on that answer. Well, the obvious real problem that Ross has got, people like him, is And this is how I could have answered him and I didn't. I could accuse him of raping me, right? How fair is that? It's not fair, is it? So until that happens to him, you know, somebody lies about him and the system turns on him by locking him up for something he hasn't done. So I'm talking about fairness here and justice, right? So he doesn't want justice, does he? So I said to him, I haven't sent it yet, statutes in the High Court are there. Should be in, shouldn't it? In the High Court. Well, never mind. Are there so that justice needs to be blind to anything but the evidence. Right. The government may have changed the law to allow hearsay, but that will be reversed. So that's how, well, Alex Salmond was an example that they nearly got him with hearsay, you know, just weak evidence. Eventually, running a society on hearsay is not, so that should be so running a society on hearsay is not a good idea. So the main example that came in my head, I've removed it from it, and that was what because it's a very tricky thing to mention, and it begins with N, and Adolf Hitler. You know what I'm talking about. It's just that it's problematic when you mention that you're getting into tricky territory. So I've removed it. But that's the sort of society they were running, you know, because they talk about the Jews being murdered, but anybody that stood up against them got murdered. You know, you didn't have to actually be a Jew. The Stasi, Yugoslavia, Pol Pot, Stasi, that was East Germany. Yugoslavia, Pol Pot, snitching for it. Well, I should write, for example. Snitching on anybody and everybody, in brackets, you and me. So, without evidence, it's highly unusual that a woman would write this, and that's because, well, I'm a biological male, and so that's because, well, no, it's not true. There is women who believe in justice, right? There are women, but it's probably more, I don't know, it's probably more unlikely. Without evidence. These regimes always collapse, and it's never any good for the people. Do you really think that's a good thing? Now, the reason that I'm building this is he's going to have to delete me. Now, I've actually worked out what it is he's up to. He's shagging. He's shagging a feminist. I think that's what it is. So you've got to look at, why has he said that? Why has he said these things? Why is he putting stuff like that? So we're going to send this. End of the day. Wow. He's probably going to block me, but that'll be fine. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's up to him. So let's have a look at him before he goes. He's been to the same university as me. Oh, he's married. He's married to a feminist. That's Rush from the Rush album. Ross Greenshields. Employed as a support practitioner. Oh right, I never read that bit actually. Busy being a son, husband, father, and revolutionary socialist. So he studied environment, heritage and policy at University of Stirling. This is the type of guy that's ruining Western civilization. Studied archaeology at University of Glasgow and married to Amanda Greenshields. So that's the one. He's saying all that shite for her. Because she's the... Oh, God! He looks so fucking... I feel sorry for that laddie, actually. Oh, what a fucking wally. Have you seen the bins out yet? Aye. Like, oh, I'm going too far with this. Nursing. BE Honours Nursing and Mental Health at Glasgow University. Business and Finance at University of Stirling. Went to Stirling High School, lives in Stirling. Okay, I think enough's enough. You're going too far with this. You know, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit, Ross. Man up! Fucking be a man! You're not being a man! How the fuck can you turn around and say you want somebody fucking arrested just because some lassie or woman, random woman, said that they were raped? How can you fucking seriously believe that, you fucking piece of shit? Piece of fucking shit! It's fucking appalling. But that's it, we've had enough. That's it. Right, move on. How the fuck? So they've got these, like, I'm saying, look at me, like, I'm saying, like, all this fucking bullshit. University of Stirling, heritage and... Come on. University of Stirling, University of Glasgow. This is the type of twats that we've got. And there, look. Fucking show you mine, right? Bullshit. Studied at University of Stirling. Studied at Forth Valley College, Stirling. Edinburgh College. And there's a Borders College. Lives in Stirling. From Fort William. All this bullshit. I've been to University of Stirling. Yeah, I have. Right? So, they're all these university twats. Apart from me, because when I went to University of Stirling, I fucking spent most of my time arguing with feminists. Right? Because that's what they're like up there. And it's worse now, because it's a few years since I've been up there. And this guy, he's not a man. I'm fucking coming from me. I'm telling somebody they're not a man. I'm not a fucking man either, right? But stand up for what's right. So that's enough. Thanks for watching. And if you want to send me a friend request, do. Bye. Like, share and subscribe.